myself. First of all, I would like to thank His Holiness Swamiji for giving a good address, and also I want to thank the organizers, Shri Ramadesigan sir, Shri Damodaran sir, and Shri Ram Mohan sir, who actually sat with me in the interview process. I'd like to extend also a very warm good evening to all of the fellow aspirants who are aspiring for civil services of this country. So I was invited by sir to share my UPSC civil services exam journey, this preparation journey in brief, and motivate fellow aspirants about the same. So the idea of civil services, though it started in me only in the year 2014, however, I had this instinct of to serve the people right since my childhood. And when my father wanted to see me as a good officer or official in the government, serving the people, so I was researching for the right platform to make his dream come true. And it is when the civil services as an opportunity in the public platform came to light in my mind in 2014. So it was second year of my college. I was doing my B.Tech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham. So it just took me 3 years, that is from 14 to 17, 3 years to know what is required, what is not required. So an in-depth of analysis of this exam took me 3 years. So my advice would be, the very first insight from my journey would be to start early. Whatever you do, start early. Get to know the exam process very well. Rather than knowing what to do, you should know what not to do. And that is the very first important lesson I learned in these 3 years. So after having acquired a basic knowledge about this exam process as a whole, that is preliminary, mains, and personality tests, I gave my first attempt in the year 2018, because right after I finished my college in 2017, my confidence was not that good. So I thought, okay, let's give one more year, full-fledged preparation. So after 1 year of full-fledged preparation, I gave my first attempt in 2018. In the 2018 attempt, I was able to clear the prelims, that is preliminary exam, in the very first attempt. So I was just marked at cutoff 98. However, when I went to mains, I did not have much experience. I was preparing all alone, so I did not have any companions. So when I gave mains, I did not do well. My marks were very low. In fact, were too much compared to the cutoff. Okay, so I did not get deterred down. I cried initially for failing, because till then I had never failed in my life. But it was in the first attempt in UPSC that I had failed. So it was very hard for me. But then, okay, I sat up. I recouped myself, my strength, and then I started preparing for the next attempt, that is 2019. In 2019, after clearing prelims, I was able to clear mains also. But again, in the third stage, that is personality test, I could not get very good marks. So again, it was a very big failure. I could still remember it was COVID-19 pandemic time. Last year, 2020, 4th August, the result came in the afternoon. So I could not get through. I was very sad for about a day, but then I recouped myself. The very next day, 5th August, that is 5th August, at the 4:30 a.m. I started my preparation for this attempt, which I have cleared. So in this third attempt, I cleared all the 3 stages, that is prelims, mains, as well as interview. So from this journey, I would like to share some insights which will be very useful for you as an young aspirant. So first is perseverance. So no matter what results you get, don't get deterred. So you may fail it. By failing only, you will be able to learn. So don't have a negative attitude towards failure. See how you can improve and perform well in the next attempt or next step. Even be it a very simple mock test or a simple writing practice. Don't worry if you are not able to do well in any of the tests. Just accept what you have done. Learn from the mistakes you have committed. So do not repeat the same mistakes again, but also improve from what you have done in the past. So that is the very first insight I would like to give. Second is the dedication. So I would like to tell one quote which is cited by most people. Swami Vivekananda said, take up one idea and make it your entire life. So such kind of dedication is essential, very essential in fact, so that you do not get distracted by any externalities. So you have to be very disciplined and focused. So that comes with the dedication. So be dedicated. First is perseverance. Second is be dedicated. And third is in the 18th attempt, this is very important actually. So in 2018 attempt and 19 attempt, I had huge expectations. Like anyone, I was expecting results. So when I expect results, there is so much pressure that whether I will do well or not. So there is so much pressure, and when there is so much pressure, you won't be able to perform on the real exam very well. So my advice or my kind suggestion to you all would be to remove that pressure, remove the expectations, just focus on what you are doing, that is process. So such kind of attitude. So don't expect results for what you are doing. Keep on putting your efforts. Result will automatically come. So that is what has happened to me in third attempt. In fact, you would be surprised to know that 24th September was the date when result came. But till then, I was preparing for the next prelims. That is the one which happened 3 to 4 days ago. That is 10th October. I was preparing for that prelims. In fact, I even had a plan B of preparing for regulatory exams. So such is the level of zero expectations I had. So I did not care about results. I was continuously focusing on the next part of the cycle. So keep working. Do not expect results at all. The result will automatically come to you when the time is very right. So that is my third suggestion. And fourth, teamwork. So in the first attempt, as I had already told you, in 2018, I could not do very well in mains. But in 19, I significantly improved my mains, though I could not clear. And in the third attempt, I was drastically improving, all thanks to teamwork. So you cannot do this exam by you alone. So kindly find a good circle of people or peers. Make 3 to good friends who come along with you throughout your UPSC journey and then beyond, hopefully. So when you have a team, you have motivation to study the exam continuously. You share whatever is there, be it a burden or happiness, you share it with your peers. And then you will be more open to comments from your friends. So you will be ready to accept the critical feedbacks. Your friends will give you honest feedbacks. So such kind of teamwork is very, very essential. So please find a good team or 3 to 4 members. Do whatever you do in a team play. So that is very essential. And then I will also like to tell that so institution is a place. So the currently Chinmaya Academy. So there are many institutions like Chinmaya Academy is providing you good facilities. So kindly try to utilize the institution so in a right manner. So institution provides you a good environment. If you are in home, someone might keep on coming there. You may not be able to study, but when it's institution, it's completely you and other people studying for this exam. There will be this exam vibe, competitive spirit there. So kindly utilize this environment, right environment. It is in this institution where you will learn discipline. So kindly learn those values. Learn all such values and inculcate them in your life. So Sir rightly has said life skills. So this exam is not just about knowledge. It's more about how your mind works, how your skills in life play out. So focus on the big picture. So become an officer. So an officer would empathize with all people, cutting across all divisions, irrespective of caste, religion, etc. So empathize with everyone and be a good listener. Stay alert. Keep a positive attitude. Be optimistic, and you behave like an officer. Stay updated. Don't hesitate to read a newspaper every day. Don't just depend on magazines. So do everything very quickly, have a foresight, think like a leader. So do what all is required of an IAS or IPS officer or IFS officer. So become an officer from the day one you start. So these are some insights which I think are really essential, because after 7 years of my success journey, what I have found out is that this exam is all about mind game. How well you are training your mind to be it preliminary. In preliminary, you have to mark D with confidence. No, because in OMR sheet, when you see 3 Ds continuously, you will get a shiver. So you have to have that mental courage and confidence to mark the right answer, even if it is, so trickier. And then in mains, it's all about perseverance. For 27 hours, 9 papers you have to write. So it's again all about not just the physical strength, but your mental courage. And in the interview, it's again about confidence, clarity, and boldness. So it's again about mind game. So learn to train your mind, have a right mindset, so everything else will fall in place. I think this institution will provide you an excellent opportunity to do the same. And with that note, I thank once again the organizers, and I also wish all the aspirants best of luck. More and more people should come from Tamilnadu and contribute to the national development as a whole. With that, I would like to end the speech. Thank you.